I continue my commitment to give more voices to our invisible workers, the women in the agriculture sector, and more importantly, in the supply chain. Second one, boost more support and encouragement for young people to go into agriculture, not only in production, but to agri-tech, nutrition, and social entrepreneurship. Lastly, I'm really calling for support for micro, small, medium enterprises, especially on our SUN member countries.
In 2021, the Gates Foundation commits to launching a new nutrition strategy. We'll outline our multi-sectoral efforts spanning large-scale food fortification, nutritious food systems, maternal and infant and young child nutrition, and upstream nutrition research and discovery. Moving forward, nutritional impact will also be a priority for our agricultural strategy, our maternal, newborn, and child health strategy, and of course, our nutrition strategy itself.
Au niveau national, à faire le plaidoyer auprès des plus hautes autorités ivoiriennes. D'abord pour le maintien de l'ancrage et la priorité déjà accordée à la nutrition. Et ensuite, pour le renforcement du réseau du secteur privé dans cette lutte. Au niveau régional, à poursuivre le plaidoyer pour l'inscription de la nutrition au sommet 2022 de l'Union africaine. Et ensuite, en liaison avec le PAM, le Programme alimentaire mondial, pour l'endossement du Centre d'excellence régional contre la faim et la malnutrition, en abrégé CERFAM, par l'Union africaine.
WFP commits to supporting the implementation of the Global Action Plan for Wasting. We will scale up nutrition assistance to reach 20 million women and children in the world's most fragile contexts. We also will work with the private sector to achieve healthier diets for all, expanding the SUN Business Network from 25 to 30 countries. We will leverage the Food Systems Summit and the Nutrition for Growth Summit to ensure food systems deliver for those furthest behind.
As a member of the SUN Movement Lead Group, I commit to the following in 2021. The European Commission will, with Team Europe's partners, work to accelerate the reduction of all forms of malnutrition. Malnutrition is the result of long-term structural inequalities and poverty. We need to tackle these challenges together and invest in youth and women.
At EAT, we believe that governments, businesses, civil society, farmers, and people power must come together to fix food. And the UN Food Systems Summit next year, where I'm chairing one of the action tracks on shifting to sustainable consumption, will gather all these stakeholders. And I hope that the SUN countries will take active part, host summit dialogues, engage in the action tracks, and also be the first nations to pilot some of the game-changing solution propositions generated by the summit.
And as a member of the SUN Movement Lead Group, I commit to the following in 2021. One, to advocate for Fiji to join the SUN movement and encourage other countries in the region to do so. Secondly, launch a new food and nutrition policy that is more aligned to Fiji's current priorities and ensuring that Fiji's COVID-19 response and recovery plans include a comprehensive focus on nutrition. 3. Support the integration of nutrition, climate change, and food systems in agendas through concrete engagements.
As a member of the SUN Movement Lead Group, I will champion the SUN movement being child and youth-led in order to improve the focus on children's voices and children's rights, and to support young leaders to advocate on nutrition. It is Save the Children's ambition to support children to influence change and to hold decision makers accountable to deliver on their obligations. I will also continue to champion and help strengthen the SUN civil society network.
It is imperative that women and girls be able to shape how they, their families, and their communities gain access to the nutritious food they need to survive and thrive. To build resilient food systems and inclusive health systems, we must empower those we serve to find local, practical solutions that can guide our efforts. Canada is committed to supporting women and girls to overcome barriers at all levels and to take their place as key decision makers.
My commitment for 2021 to use my social media channel for content of nutrition impact of COVID-19, especially in the MENA region. Produce a series of dedicated cooking educations video for Sun on nutrition. I will focus on cooking for 6 to 12-month-old adolescent girls and pregnant women. Ensure a Sun nutrition lens into WFP programs, and also my social media piece for #Suntenary.
As a member of the Sun Movement Lead Group, in 2021 I commit to continue promoting and scaling up nutrition in existing IPU work streams and activities in the context of the COVID-19 response and recovery. I also commit to support parliamentary engagement in the Food Systems Summit and the Nutrition for Growth Summit. This is because parliaments are key drivers of systemic change for nutrition.
For my 2021 commitments, I will be shifting to have a stronger focus on advocating for bigger changes within the national nutrition landscape in Zambia. I would like to recognize the passing into law of the long-awaited National Food and Nutrition Act, which will now begin to unblock some of the bottlenecks we had earlier with respect to achieving the nutrition agenda in Zambia. With this being said, I will work with colleagues to promote a stronger and more coordinated role of the private sector within our local food system. I will support both global and national food systems dialogues linked to the upcoming Food Systems Summit, ensuring the strong voice for SMEs.
I commit to the following 3 actions. First, to accelerate the implementation of the Feed Africa strategy of the African Development Bank Group to eradicate hunger and malnutrition in Africa. This is a $25 billion investment by the bank over 10 years. Second, to position African leaders for nutrition, to mobilize policy, program actions, political support, and resources for nutrition in Africa and globally for Africa. Third, at a personal level, to continue to build on the progress and success to date of the World Hunger Fighters Foundation, which my wife Grace and I established to support young Africans to become hunger fighters in Africa and globally.
About 10 months ago, I came back to China, where I'm going to set up a research academy, again, to use data, evidence, and a model to support the transformation of the Chinese food systems, as well as global food systems through South-South cooperation, through One Belt, One Road initiatives. So I'm committed to continue to work with the Sun movement to make sure that everybody in the world has access to healthy and nutritious foods.
I encourage all Sun networks to take this new strategy forward and to focus on implementation. We need to focus more on the country level, on the needs of every country, and we also need to support countries to take the lead. I commit to reaching out to the Executive Committee and all the other networks on their inclusion of young people.
My name is Reem Al-Hashimi, and I serve as Minister of State for International Cooperation to the United Arab Emirates. I'm also the Director General of Expo 2020 Dubai. As a member of the Sun Movement Lead Group, I commit to make sure that our upcoming World Expo, for a period of 6 months between October 2021 to March 2022, is a strong force for the Sun Movement and all of its objectives, creating a powerful momentum for the movement's 3rd phase and helping to intensify and elevate the conversation between all stakeholders so that nutrition outcomes at scale become a true reality in Sun Movement countries. Thank you.